have Seth Gross from South Dakota State and Stevan Micic from Michigan. Gross will be your green wrestler. Twice an NCAA qualifier, NCAA Finals, NCAA All-American, Big 12 Conference champ. Micic, All-American, academic All-Big Ten. Expectations on this match, Nick?
Yeah, this is going to be a good one, too. Both of these wrestlers are very evenly matched. Even though Gross on paper, you know, he's an NCAA finalist, an All-American. You know, you have right across the mat from you an All-American, a guy that's not going to be intimidated. You just saw in the last match, these guys don't go out there thinking they're going to lose. Doesn't matter who they're wrestling. So you have to go out there, you have to be sharp, and you have to stay focused at every second of every period.
Micic ended up 4th at the NCAAs, going 5-2. Spent his first season in college at Northwestern. He was 19-3 as a freshman there.
And he could have very easily placed, he basically placed as a freshman. Doesn't matter where he was. You know, he went 19-3, you know, at Northwestern. But, you know, here's Gross with that leg up high.
And truthfully, Nick, once you get into the NCAA tournament, it's the best of the best there as well. And sometimes you are within centimeters of either being a finalist or losing in one of the early rounds.
It's amazing because, you know, oh, yeah, made it to the NCAA. He was a qualifier, people say. He was a qualifier. Well, you might have anywhere from 30 to 36 guys in a weight class. And I can tell you right now, a majority of those guys can win it. Any one of them can win it. And there's no easy outs there. You know, you go in there and you say, oh, this guy's at 27-7. He's got 7 losses. But you start looking at his record and you realize that 3 of those matches were against NCAA All-Americans. 2 of them were against guys that, you know, were on the bubble in the blood round. You know, you really have to go there. That's a typical tournament. You have to go one at a time. You can't look ahead. You look ahead, you're done in that tournament.
Speaking of ahead, Gross leads 2-0. Three-time state champ from Apple Valley, Minnesota. Now Micic trying to escape. Again, down 2-0 as we near in on 60 seconds remaining on the opening period. Escape point, so Micic is on the board. Quick shot, misses. 30 seconds. In deep on that arm, pushed right back away.
Micic tried to get that throw by, that shrug by when he got in on that front headlock.
Explain that.
Well, when you get in on that front headlock, you know, you want to whip that guy. You want to wind him up and just whip him like you're almost bowling somebody's head and try to get behind. But a lot of these guys know that move. They know it's coming. So, you know, sometimes you can get it real quick. You know, you shrug it, and those guys give you that 5-6 inches. That's all you need at this level, and you can get behind and you have a nice little go behind. But, you know, listen, he's creating action.
Micic won the toss, chooses bottom. Trailing 2-1.
Micic gets out in 8 seconds, and it's, you know, it's 2-2.
Yeah.
Micic chooses the down position.
Still not out.
Seth Gross currently ranked #1 in the nation. Stevan Micic currently ranked #2.
Still a 2-1 lead for Gross.
Stevan Micic looking for that little roll. Looked like he was looking for a Peterson. And now Gross has that leg inside. If he gets that side headlock, well, he took it out. But he could have got that nice little Merkle.
The ride is accumulating.
Yes. It's another 20 seconds. It doesn't matter what happens. He's got that point locked down.
Right.
And he knows it. Guys like this, I mean, they're very,
they're
very
smart,
tactical,
right?
very tactical guys. They know how to plan it out. They know how to plan out a match. and they're just so good at that, you know. And they're going to win matches won by a point or two, but they're going to win, and they're going to win a lot, and they're not going to give up. You know, they're not going to lose on mental errors.
Now 55 seconds to go in the second period. Let's play to that point, Nick. You know, you wrestled at the highest level. How often as a wrestler, while you're preparing for matches, you're going through your week, you're practicing, are you working on specific situations or are you working on specific moves?
It depends. It depends. If you're wrestling in a tournament where you know you're going to have a lot of guys, you're just practicing your moves, you're getting better. For me personally, I wanted to get better at what I did. I wanted to create more offense, more opportunities for myself. So, you know, if I had a good single leg or I had a good knee pull, I wanted to work on 3 or 4 different ways to get into that knee pull, not just the same setup every time. If you're going in against one guy in a dual meet, you know a guy is really good on the mat or he's good on his feet. You're going to work on defending his double leg. You're going to work on defending maybe his leg ride on top or his cheap tilt. So you're going to work on situations during the week maybe on a dual meet to prepare for that. But on tournaments, a little different. You really want to work on what you do best.
A 3-1 advantage for Seth Gross as we move into the third period. And it looks like Micic is going to just let him free.
He's going to cut him. He's going to cut him. Wants to go on his feet. That's where he feels most comfortable. Wants to get a couple of takedowns right here. It's going to take a couple of takedowns to get this tied up. So Micic better do something now. Better work hard.
The sophomore from Michigan down 4-1.
Micic in a bad situation.
The official will blow the whistle. We'll get a restart. I feel like Gross has been very methodical in this match. He's definitely initiating some aggressiveness, but to my eye, looks like Gross is being pretty careful as well. He does not want to make a mistake.
No doubt about it. He definitely has that probably in his mindset. He's, you know, but I can tell you, when you're in the flow of the match and when you're wrestling and you're going at it, I don't think you're consciously thinking, oh, I'm not going to do this because I might get into trouble. You're just trying to get out of the situation you're involved with and try to score out of there. But, you know, listen, going into it in a neutral position, yeah, you are thinking that way.
Micic just looked up. Had a little bit of a little grimace on his face as he looked towards the clock and the score. As we near in now on 30 seconds.
You know, you're going up against Gross. You know, Micic is going up against Gross, a national runner-up. So he knows in his head, hey, listen, it's not going to be easy. And he takes another beautiful, beautiful takedown. Picture perfect. That was textbook right there, the way Gross made that takedown, and now he takes him completely out of the match. That was great. That's what guys like Gross do. They wait till you open up to try to take them down, and then they capitalize.
Heard a whistle, and the two wrestlers actually stopped, but it was on the other mat. And that will finalize things as Seth Gross takes it 7-1 as he knocks off Stevan Micic. So the junior from South Dakota State gets the victory at 133.